Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 47 of the English to Takeaway podcast. My name is Jordan, also known as English Lingo or English Lingo with Jordan on social media. And I'm always happy to welcome my co host, Richard.
Oh, thanks, Jordan. So, my name is Richard. I'm also an English teacher like Jordan and also a content creator. My channel name is The Grammar Goat, and it's fantastic to be on episode 47. It's nearly midnight here in the UK, Jordan. And it's really hot and sticky because we've got a heat wave at the moment in the UK, and I'm in
Yeah.
my little office room. It's not a big room, and it's like a little sauna in here. Basically, I don't have any air conditioning like you do over in the Philippines. So I'm I'm it's hot and sweaty here, basically.
I'm going to make you jealous now. It's at probably nearly 7 o'clock, not just shy of 7 o'clock in the morning. I think it's probably hot outside, but I'm in a nice air conditioned room. It's temperature controlled at just about 24 degrees, and yeah, comfortable, really nice.
Oh, that's lovely, lovely to hear. Thanks for sharing that. It's really nice of you. This is
Uh,
I'm basically in a sweat box,
yeah, there we go.
basically very,
Yeah.
very hot, sticky. And after the pod, I'll be going to bed in another sweat box, which is the bedroom, which will be equally as hot. There we
I,
go. I can't
I
complain.
I've heard saunas are very good for health recently.
True,
So yeah,
true.
there we go. It's think of it as a health kick.
Perfect, perfect. How are you doing, mate? Are you all good? You well?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, very well. Thank you indeed. Yesterday, like last night, we had like a little mini tournament that we played among. I think it was about 30 of us, and we all split off into 6 teams, and yeah, we played a kind of like a mini tournament for a few hours in the evening, and the money that is kind of made from that tournament, we kind of collect it all together, and then we donate the proceeds to schools and children that don't have um, much in the way of like school supplies, etc. So yeah, we do it as like a charity.
Oh, very nice. And if you're a new listener to the pod, Jordan is talking
Yes,
about pickleball, which is
that's
his
true.
hobby slash kind of
Obsession.
obsession. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say obsession. Yes, maybe more obsession side of things now.
It's funny how we both said obsession at the same time. That's good. We're on the
There we
same wavelength there. But yeah,
exactly.
so that's really cool. It's really cool that
Hmm,
you're raising money for such a worthy cause. So
yeah,
good
it's
good on
nice.
you. Good on you, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It's nice because when when you go and donate the, like, for example, school supplies to kids and that, um yeah, they're really, they're really thankful, really happy, and yeah, it's nice to see it going to a good cause.
Absolutely. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah,
Mm.
fantastic. Well, I've had quite a good day. My son Oscar, who you know and who you've met,
Yeah.
he, as you know, he loves cooking and he wants to be a
Mm.
chef. So he's been doing some volunteering in a local restaurant stroke cafe. So yeah, I
Cool.
went with him today and I sat in the cafe working, and he was serving behind the counter. So I was really proud of him, and yeah, he had a really good time. I think
Nice.
he really enjoyed it, which was good.
Cool. Is uh is his passion to um do like baking, or is it to cook meals? Like what kind of culinary expertise does he want to focus on?
Yeah, I think at the moment he's not really into baking, so
Ah,
I think it's more cooking, being a
right.
chef. But we'll see because he's still young. He's only 17, and um, yeah, it's exciting times for him because I guess in that culinary world, when you're training, there's lots of different specialisms that you can
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah,
into,
yeah.
as you
Definitely.
mentioned. So we'll see, we'll see.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, if he is to be a baker, it might be very dangerous for you because I know
Yes.
you love your pastries.
It's very dangerous for my waistline. I think the invention of an elasticated waistline is something I will be very happy about. I think
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
does, yeah. But I mean, it's quite cool having a chef in the family, right? So
Definitely,
he
definitely.
he already cooks some really nice pasta and curries and
Cool.
yeah, he's a really good chef. So I
Is
enjoy
is he
sampling it.
is he self-taught? Like, is he self-taught, or do you? Um, does he learn from your wife? Does he learn from you? Like, how has he learnt to cook these dishes?
He certainly hasn't learnt from his dad, I can tell you that much.
I thought I'd throw that idea in there. I didn't know.
I think one thing he's learnt from me in the kitchen is how to get angry when you can't cook or when your cooking goes wrong. That's the only thing he's learnt from me. Chucking stuff into the bin aggressively when you've burnt it. But he's self-taught actually. I think he watches
Wow,
YouTube obviously, and yeah, he researches with ChatGPT stuff to cook, but yeah,
nice,
he's self-taught, so we'll see where it takes him, Jordan. But yeah, it was a cool
awesome.
day. I enjoyed watching him at work, so it was really good.
Nice. That's cool. I think he needs to try and give the Gordon Ramsay one a go, making the beef Wellington, because that's
Ooh.
always that's always a really challenging one that I've seen many people try on social media and TV cooking shows and that. And it looks beautiful. It looks really really nice, but it looks like a challenging thing to make. I have no desire to try, but if he's into cooking, maybe that's a good challenge for him to give it a go.
That's an excellent idea. Maybe first we'll go and sample a beef Wellington somewhere because I don't think he's ever had it. I think I've only had it once, so
Oh,
yeah, maybe
okay,
we'll go and
yeah,
try it, and then if he likes it, I'll set him the challenge of yeah, trying to recreate it. How
that would be
about you,
awesome.
Jordan? Are you are you a good cook? Do you enjoy cooking?
Am I a dab hand in the kitchen? Not really. I can't. It's like the it's. Do you remember that cooking show? Can't cook, won't cook, or whatever it is that we used to have on TV in England. I think it's
Ready,
there
steady,
was a
cook.
TV show. There was Ready Steady Cook, but there was also Can't Cook Won't Cook. I think some as well. I'm kind of the opposite in terms of I can cook, but I don't want to cook. if if I'm pushed to do it, I'm all right, no problem. But I just like here, it's so hot in the kitchen.
Hmm.
Um, and I have no desire to stay in a heated sauna of a kitchen, and you're cooking your ass off basically. And no, I only do it if and when I really need to. um so yeah, I try to avoid it.
What's your? You said you're not a dab hand in the kitchen, but what's something that you can cook that is really really? nice? What's your sort of go-to speciality, shall we say? Do you have one?
Well, my daughter loves uh, the pasta that I make. Uh, Partly because I think I learned from my Italian student, and she taught me what to do, how to do it. So I then wanted to try it. So when I get an idea in my head, I don't mind trying it. I do enjoy it. It's just, getting to that stage of actually pushing myself to do it. Um, but yeah, Sophia loves the pasta that I make. So she often, when she feels like eating pasta, she often asks me to cook it. She takes it to school for lunch or something like that. And yeah, I would probably say that's one of the ones that I enjoy cooking because it's quick, it's quite simple, um, and yeah, it's not too difficult to cook and to get right. But I do have quite not recently though, unfortunately, but I I do enjoy baking bread. Like that is part of something that I really enjoy. I like making bread, fresh bread.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's something that I enjoy experimenting with when I can be bothered to do it.
That smell of fresh bread is
Oh
awesome, isn't it? It's one of the best smells in the kitchen,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Fresh
yeah,
bread.
yeah, yeah. It's my weakness. Like fresh bread. If I walked past a bakery in England and they just baked a fresh batch of bread, I just can't resist to go in. I have to go in there and buy something. It's just, yeah, that is my weakness. Is my love for bread is, yeah, I really really like bread.
But what, like fresh bread with butter, or what? How do you eat it?
I I can basically eat bread any which way I can. Yeah, with butter is great.
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh, the French bread that you get from like the bakery. Uh, I like that. I can bore out the whole of like the French bread and just eat the inside of it.
Wow.
Um, yeah, even without butter, I just love bread. Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy.
Now this might be a bit controversial, but in Japan, I
Yes.
personally didn't. I personally like. Don't get me wrong. I love Japanese food. Like I'm a huge fan of Japanese food. However, the bread, and it was the same in Korea. The bread I didn't really enjoy. It's quite sweet, and they don't have that sort of, or I couldn't find anyway in the supermarkets that kind of crusty, fresh French style
Yep.
loaf or French stick. So, how did you get on in Japan? Did you find a bakery that made the bread that you like, or did you suffer in silence? What did you do?
It was difficult. Yes. It wasn't easy. Like you did like now and again you did find places that made good bread. But it took a long time. It's not. I don't think it's really popular. Like widely popular. I think the more popular bread is more like the softer kind that they have in Japan, and I believe sometimes they use a little bit of milk when they bake their bread to make it quite soft,
Mm.
and that is, I think, one of the reasons why. But to be honest with you, I have the same problem with the bread in the Philippines. I hate it. I really don't like it.
Mm.
It is too sweet. It doesn't taste like proper bread. Um, and yeah, I cannot get on with it at all. It's not my cup of tea, basically.
Is there no way you can get a French stick, or are there no sort of artisan type bakeries? And in the Philippines, it's just not popular.
Oh, here, much more, um, much more. I would say widely available.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got we've got a bakery probably, I don't know, 10 minutes away. That you can sometimes get French sticks and croissants and things like that. So, yeah, it's a very popular bakery. So that's a good one to go to. Um, but if you're looking at like the bog standard, small little grocery store locally, no, you can't really find anything. And like a loaf of bread, not really. No, it's not widely available. They Filipinos like sweet stuff. It's a very um, it's very popular for people to use a lot of sugar in bread, in cakes, in desserts, in everything basically. So I think it's a sweet loving country, but I can't get on with it. It's not. Yeah, I much prefer that authentic, savory taste of bread. I'm not a sweet bread lover.
I was also going to ask you. You mentioned earlier about spaghetti, that
Ooh.
was something that you, or not spaghetti, rather pasta, and you
Yeah.
said that your Italian student had taught you how to cook pasta in an Italian way. Are you able to share those secrets on the podcast? What did your Italian student reveal then about cooking pasta that makes it so nice?
No, I've been sworn to secrecy, and it will die with me.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, she's fantastic because we always talked about like how cream is used with certain pasta dishes, and Italians are notorious for the way things are prepared and cooked. And she said, no, that's not the way to go. So basically, uh, to make any sort of pasta a little bit creamier, is they use a little bit of the starch water, um, mixed in with the pasta sauce, and then usually putting in like the yolk of an egg as well, and that tends to make it a little bit more creamier in a way. So
Mm.
um, that's what I've been trying to do, and I thought it was quite good because it adds extra protein to the dish as well, which is quite
Mm.
good, especially for growing kids as well. They need protein and everything. So I just thought, yeah, why not try it? It's a good idea, and yeah, I I think it's great. It tastes really nice. So yeah, I didn't really know that kind of trick, I suppose, but yeah, when she told me about it, it was great, um, great revelation. It was nice for me to know a little bit more how to cook something. But I think she specifically meant it for like the carbonara. However, I applied it to like basil pesto and things like that because Sophia likes pesto a lot. So I just applied it to that, and it kind of came out a little bit creamier as well. Probably in Italian culture, I would imagine they don't do that with the pesto.
You'd be
So
shocked.
I've probably committed blasphemy in Italian cuisine now.
Be arrested.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. But as long as my daughter eats it, I don't care.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah, it's
That's a
good.
really good tip, Jordan. The starchy
Mm,
water and an egg yolk into the pasta.
yeah,
I will try
yeah,
it.
definitely. Yeah, tell Oscar about it as well. I
I
think
will.
it'd
Yeah.
be nice for him to give it a go too. So,
Yeah,
which would
yeah,
be good.
cool. Nice. Jordan,
Fantastic. Yes.
I wanted to mention the World Cup to you actually.
Oh, let's go.
Obviously obviously the World Cup is in full swing, isn't it? In Mexico, the US, and in
Yes.
Canada. Have you been watching the matches?
When I am awake, I do watch a little bit.
Yeah.
However, like today, let me check on my phone. What time were the games today? Because uh, I think the first one, the Netherlands and Sweden game, was 1 a.m. here.
Ah.
Um, and then the Germany and Ivory Coast game, I believe, was 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. Yeah, no, 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Hmm.
And then the next one is at 8. And then the one that I can watch comfortably is probably the midday one at 12 o'clock. Um, so kind of at the wrong time for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, I do watch some when I'm awake. How about you? Are you an avid viewer of the World Cup?
It's a similar story here, actually. So the
Yeah.
matches are on quite late. So I'll I'll start watching them, and then I'll kind of drift off to sleep, and then someone will score, and they'll be shouting on the TV, and I'll kind of wake up, and think, well, what's happened, and it's like 5-0 or something. I've missed everything. But yeah, so
Yeah.
it's tricky with the time difference, isn't it? But I mean, I have been enjoying the matches, and I watch the highlights online if I don't
Nice.
catch the live games. I mean, there's so many countries in this World Cup, Jordan. I wanted
Mm.
to obviously we're English teachers, so I wanted to test you on
Whoa, good.
some
Okay.
on some country adjectives. I thought would be quite
Right.
useful.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
I've got the countries or the nouns.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I give you the World Cup country,
Okay.
could you give me the adjective? So for example, if I said
Yeah.
England, you
Yep.
would say English, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
England English. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay.
okay,
Cool. Yeah, I got it.
you ready?
No, not really. But then let's go.
Okay, cool. And obviously our listeners can play along as well. See how many you can get correct.
I'm gonna look like a
Belgium.
complete donkey here.
No, no, not at all.
um. Okay.
Belgium.
Belgium. Belgian.
Correct. Croatia.
Croatian.
Yep. Ghana.
Ghanaian.
Very good. Which is a tricky one, isn't it? The pronunciation of that and the stress. You had to think
Mm.
about it, didn't you, a little bit?
Oh yeah. 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 Yes. 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 Definitely. Yeah.
Netherlands.
Dutch.
Good, yeah. Um, this is a tricky one, I think, but maybe not for you. Panama.
It is tricky, but I'm gonna go with my gut. Panamanian.
Perfect. Well done. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. But it's
Okay.
a tricky
Cool.
one, that, isn't it? Bit of a tongue
Well,
twister.
yeah, because my train of thought goes to like in a sort of word association. Kind of, it's similar to like pandemonium, right? And you don't completely, you know, not what you're gonna call someone. So,
No,
yes, Panamanian. Yes, definitely. I thought that was an interesting one. Good. Okay.
cool. Paraguay.
Paraguayan.
Perfect. Qatar or
Qatari.
Qatar.
Qatari.
Perfect. Yeah. Senegal.
Senegalese.
Amazing. Switzerland.
Swiss.
Okay. and Uruguay.
Uruguayan.
Perfect. There you go. I think that's all of them. But yeah, well done, 100% to you, Mr. Page.
Yay.
Very, very good. Gold star. But
Nice.
yeah, some tricky ones I think there for students to
So
remember, especially.
I was I'm glad you didn't, but I was half expecting you to test me on Curacao. I
Oh
have
wow.
no idea what the adjective. Do you have that in your list, like the Curacao?
Let me find it because I've actually just realised because I obviously use Chat GPT, and
Right.
it actually only gave me the simpler ones, shall we say, not all of them. So let's have a look if I can find some more. Okay, how about Cape Verde? You can probably guess it.
Cape Verdean?
Yes, perfect.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that was a total guess. I literally had no idea about that at all.
yeah, perfect.
Okay. Wow.
Curacao.
Yeah, this one I don't know.
You can
Curaçaoan?
guess it. Yeah,
Curaçaoan?
perfect.
Is it?
Curaçaoan.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, Haiti.
Haitian.
Very good. Um, oh, this is a tricky one.
Mm.
Ivory Coast.
Ah, yeah. Because it won't have the coast in it, we have to say Ivorian.
Very good, Jordan. You're on fire. I didn't know that one. Um, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi?
Very good. Scotland.
Scottish?
Very good. Um, okay, last one. Uzbekistan.
Nah, tricky. Uzbekistan. I'm going to get this wrong. Uzbeki?
It's not. I don't think it is Uzbeki. No.
Ah, no. Any ideas? I got no idea.
So one of my best friends is from Uzbekistan, so I know this one. So
Okay.
it's Uzbek.
I was
Uzbek.
torn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, interesting. That's I didn't. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Really, really cool. Interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think when you're looking at the actual name of a country, but you're trying to associate it with, of course, like food culture, where we often talk about these adjectives being used, right? Where when you talk about France, you say French cuisine, French food, right? So it's really nice. It's quite, I would say, it's essential for people to know these adjectives, especially when you're talking about culture, food, traditions, things like that. So, yeah, interesting. Oh, cool. Very, very good. I
And
like that
some
question.
some are some are like totally irregular, aren't they, as well? Some like so
Mm.
um let me find them. Yeah, so Netherlands, Dutch, like totally irregular. Switzerland, Swiss,
Yeah.
Greece, Greek, um Wales, Welsh.
Mm.
Um so yeah, totally irregular, but tricky. Yeah, tricky.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very, very difficult. And not. I think countries themselves are not always easy for learners because they often have their own way of using like the name of the country, but it doesn't correlate to English so easily. So
No.
a lot of my a lot of my Japanese students, they often use like Deutsch for like German or Germany, and they they don't correlate that to Germany in English sometimes. So it's it's very, very interesting to see how students navigate countries and the adjectives to do with countries as well. So, but yeah, interesting. Do you think England can win the World Cup? What's your prediction for the final, for the winners, etc.?
Yeah, cool. Let's do some predictions then, shall we? And we'll
Yes,
see.
yes, yes, yes.
We'll see if they come true. So, of course, like I would love for my country, our country, England, to win the World Cup. However, like being an England supporter since since for as long as I can remember, right? It's been a journey full of disappointment. So now I'm older and wiser. I try not to get too carried away, too swept away, because of course, like the media in England, as soon as England score more than two goals in a game, of course we're favourites to win the whole tournament, right? So I'd love England to win
True.
it. So my prediction, okay, my dream prediction would be
Yes.
for England to win. So that's what my kind of heart would say. My
Mm.
my head would say either France or Brazil to win it.
Mm.
So one of those
Mm.
two. I'll probably go for Brazil to win.
Interesting. Yeah.
How about you?
Okay.
How about you,
Cool.
matey? What are your predictions?
I I would say my expectation for England would be at least the semi-finals.
Oh, that'd be great.
I I think I think we have to reach the semi-finals. I think that's our you know our lowest sort of achievement that we can be happy with, especially with the team that we've got at the moment, and we've been in the final of the European Championships. I think a couple of times now, and yeah, I think that is the lowest that we should be aiming for. Of course, I would love us to win it. It would be fantastic. But as you said, we're a pessimistic bunch. So we're we're we are optimistic until we're not, and then we're very pessimistic about our chances. The later that we go into the tournament, I feel that we often get more and more pessimistic. um, it's weird, yeah, weird how it works like
It's
that.
I totally agree. It's a roller coaster, isn't it, of emotions with England. You
Yeah,
you but you always sense that like something bad is going to happen, something's going to go wrong, either a
yeah,
red card or a missed penalty or some kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
controversy, that will ruin things for us. So there's always
absolutely.
that ominous impending
Yes.
doom, isn't there, when you watch England?
So I would go with, similar to you, my prediction was France to begin with. I felt France were, or have been, very good recently. They're quite strong in terms of the players that they have. So my initial thought was France to be um, the winners, or to be there or thereabouts. And um, I think they've got a fantastic squad of players. So yeah,
Mm.
I'm gonna predict France to me. Although if I were to be, a dreamer, I think it'll be great to have another team that hasn't really won anything. So I don't know. Let's say it would be amazing to see like a Japan get
Yeah.
to the semi-finals, or an African nation to get to the semi-finals, or some. I think that would be really quite a nice story, and um, it'll be quite cool to see, of course, actually. Oh, speaking of Japan, have you seen that they made the news with their uh, tidiness after the first game?
I did see something about that, yeah, which
Yeah,
obviously knowing Japanese culture, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I think they were all cleaning and tidying away, weren't they, after themselves, which is amazing. What an amazing
yeah.
thing to
And
see. Yeah.
the dressing room was spotless. Like the players
Oh wow.
left all of their, like, you know, their clothes and everything neatly folded. The floor was completely mess free, and it was, yeah, it was like nobody had used it. And then they're notorious for doing that. They do it wherever the World Cup is held. So it's yeah, it's always a nice thing to see that the Japanese supporters and the Japanese team are super respectful. It's really, really respectful.
It would be great to see Japan win it or South Korea win it. Yeah,
Yeah,
those two countries for me. Everyone loves Japan. Everyone loves South Korea. I think everyone would love to see them win. If your own country gets knocked out, for the neutral fan, I think there's nothing to dislike or hate about them, is there? So, in
yeah.
terms of football, so yeah, it'd be great to see one of those win as well for me.
Yeah,
Um,
and also to have like a representation of another continent, like for example, you know, how amazing was it that Cape Verde um, drew with the current European champions in Spain, and like that kind of magical moment in the World Cup is phenomenal. So
yeah,
to have like representation, like an African nation in the semi-final or an Asian nation in the semi, I think that's kind of like the magical feeling of the World Cup, and it'll be great to have that. And it's a possibility. I think Morocco are a fantastic team,
true.
so they're ranked number sixth in the world.
Yeah,
So they could potentially be a force to be reckoned with. And they did well against Brazil, so yeah, I presume that they could do quite well. But yeah, it's interesting. How is your sticker book coming along, by the way?
it's a giant fail actually. The sticker book because I've I've struggled to find any stickers. Like I
Right.
haven't
Okay.
found any stickers anywhere. I don't know why. I think before, like in previous World Cups, they were a lot more readily available. I could just easily buy them. I just haven't seen them out and about, so I haven't been able to buy them.
Right.
So it gets to the point where you're like, actually, what's the point? I could buy a
Yeah.
load, but I'm not gonna complete the album now. So
No.
my neighbor and his son, who's a lot younger than my kids, they're also doing the album. I think they're possibly taking it a lot more serious than we are. So if I do get any stickers, I'll just give them to him, I think, for his son now.
Fair
Yeah, yeah.
enough.
It's
Yeah.
what's your opinion, Jordan, on the hydration breaks in the World Cup? Because
Ooh.
they're a little bit controversial, aren't they? So instead of having two
Mm.
halves to our beautiful game, each half is punctured by a 5 minute refreshment tactics break.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
advertisements as well, I think, play a big part in that, don't they? So
Have you seen any commercial or advertisements happening on British TV during the hydration breaks?
not on British TV, but I
Ah,
reckon in
okay.
America there must be, right? In
Well, I I stream some of the games, and they are not always from British TV stations. So I sometimes stream them from Fox or NBC. And yeah, you're absolutely right. it is littered with adverts and unbelievably just it's but it's America.
Yeah,
The that's the problem. I don't want to say problem, but yeah, that's the problem because it's
yeah,
America.
yeah.
They have the commercial breaks in the NFL, the
Mm,
basketball, baseball. They are always having some kind of commercial break. So football for them, I think, seemed to be too long without a
mm,
commercial break. And then FIFA, as we all know, they love a pound note. Yeah, so they couldn't resist the opportunity to get some more advertising revenue, I suppose. But no, I'm not a big fan. I think it's a complete farce, and fingers crossed it will not be in future World Cups, I hope.
exactly, because it was put down to like the temperature, wasn't it? They said, "Oh, it's
Oh
hot,"
yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
which is fair enough. But some of the stadiums are enclosed and air conditioned,
Mm. Yep,
so that argument doesn't really
yep,
hold up, does
yep.
it at all? So
Exactly right. I
yeah,
think there
yeah,
should be I think there should be a like a limit in terms of what you're what you're allowed in the game. So, for example, if it's absolutely baking and it's above, I don't know what the temperature should be. Let's say it's above 27 degrees, something like that. We'll just throw that number out there. If it's above 27 degrees, hydration breaks are a must. They're non-negotiable. Like that's what they should have. But then I think under that, whatever they set the temperature to be, if it if the temperature is under that, then they should be scrapped for that game.
mm,
I
true.
just think that it it's not necessary. It's quite frustrating for the fans, I think, because
Yeah.
we're not used to it. We like a free flowing game, and to have like 3 or 5 minutes in between a half is just ludicrous, really. If the Premier League started to bring in hydration breaks, I honestly think it would be well. VAR is kind of the downfall of football at the moment. Anyway, I just think hydration breaks would tip people over the edge, and yeah, it would ruin the game. So no, I'm not a fan of them not at all.
The other really bizarre new rule that I wanted to discuss with you in the World Cup. Have you seen the rule about if a player speaks behind their hand? Have you seen that?
No, no.
So there's a new rule that if a player on the pitch talks like this behind their hand, it's a straight red card. And it happened last night in one of the matches, or it may have been a couple of nights ago. One of the players said something to a player on the opposite team like this, and the player on the opposite team started like doing this and shouting at the referee, and the referee sent the other guy off. He got a red card for it. It's crazy, isn't it?
That was the Paraguay game.
I think so. It was a South
Yeah,
American team, and the player
yeah.
was quite high profile.
Almiron. Yes.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
used to play for Newcastle. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. I knew that he got sent off, but I didn't have a clue as to why. That's incredible. Yeah, I kind of understand it. I think because it will hopefully stop, players from verbally abusing other players and not being punished for it. Yeah, I don't mind that rule, to be honest. I think that's quite a good rule, and probably should be brought into all facets of the game: Champions
Mm.
League, Premier League. Yeah, I think it's quite good. Do you think it's harsh, or do you think it's quite a good move to make that change?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. I guess obviously that they don't want any kind of racism or
Mm,
any kind of, controversy like that. So yeah, I suppose as long as it's used kind of consistently, then
yes.
it's fair enough. But it was still a surprise to me that he was
Yeah.
sent off for doing that. It was a surprise because I
Yeah.
guess he'll
Yeah.
then miss the next game or the next two games. So that's kind of his World Cup over for doing that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember how many games they're banned for in the World Cup. Or maybe it's just the next game. I think something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, but Paraguay won, so their World Cup is not over just yet. Yeah, they can still qualify for the knockout stage. But yeah, that's a big change actually, because a lot of the players do talk to each other or to the
yeah,
opposing players, and they do cover their mouths. And
yeah.
um, yeah, it's a massive change actually, but yeah, maybe quite a good one.
Agree, agree.
Yeah, maybe quite a good
Okay,
one indeed. Awesome. Shall we get into the list of the
let's
English
do
to
it.
take away?
Let's do it. It's been a cooking football bonanza, hasn't it, today? It's been cool
There we
with
go.
all of
Yes.
those country adjectives as well in there. All right. The first one for me was a really nice adjective that you used when you were describing cooking. So you
Okay.
can use you can say, like, when you're describing skills, you can say cooking skills. But if you want to
Mm.
be a bit more posh, I suppose, you can also say culinary skills. Culinary, which
Yes.
is a lovely adjective meaning cooking.
Yes. Nice. Very good. Um, a great one to describe your current situation and state in the UK is that you're having a heat wave.
Hmm.
It's a great way to describe a sudden change in the temperature, of course, becoming hotter, but knowing that it will probably not last too long. The temperature will probably decrease after a week or something like that. But we describe that short period of time to be a heat wave. Yeah, nice way to describe it.
Cool. Okay, next one is an interesting expression that I haven't heard for a long, long time that you used, and I was surprised to hear it because it's fantastic expression. I'm a dab hand in the kitchen. So to be a dab hand at something or in a place just means to be skilled or to be very good at something. So if you're a dab hand in the kitchen, basically it
Yes,
means you're a good cook.
there we go. Yeah, fantastic. The second one from me, I can't remember. Oh yes, you used it when you said that you get angry in the kitchen, and your son has learned that chucking something in the bin, basically to chuck, is just another way of saying to throw something. So to chuck something, again, it's just another natural expression that we probably use in England quite a lot. I think
Hmm.
I'm not sure about if Americans use it as much as we do, but yeah, in England it's used a lot. Yeah, chuck it in the bin, or chuck it over there, chuck it over the fence. Um, so we can use that.
What are you chucking over the fence, Jordan?
The neighbor's cat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is
Awesome.
in America it's a name as well, isn't it? Chuck. It's the first name.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah. First person that comes to mind is Chuck Norris.
perfect. Chuck Berry. There we go.
Chuck Berry.
All right. Next one, we were talking about sweet bread. We're not
Yes.
we're not fans of sweet bread, and you used two nice expressions to express your dislike of sweet bread. You said, you said I can't get on with it,
Okay. Yeah.
and you said it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
So
Hmm.
both, it's not my cup of tea is obviously an idiom, but it's
Yeah.
a quite a common idiom.
Yeah.
It's
I,
not
I
my
would
cup of
say so.
tea, I don't like it. And yeah, if you can't get on with something, it means that you don't like it. So
Yeah.
yeah, a couple of nice expressions there.
Don't like it or difficult to use.
Mm,
um, because we can talk about gadgets, right, as well. Like, for example, oh, I have this new camera, but I can't get on with it. Means
mm,
I can't use it, right? It's not easy for me to use. So yeah,
perfect.
yeah, good, very very nice. The next one from uh, you was you mentioned the World Cup is in full swing was the way you described it. It means that the World Cup is underway. It's already started. You know, we're we're already 1 week. I think yeah,
There we
already
are.
one
Yeah.
1 week into it. So when something is has already started and is already as we are here 1 week into it, we can say is in full swing.
Nice. Next one is a bit of grammar with a verb pattern, often
Okay.
tricky in English because you're not sure following a verb if you use another verb in the ing in the gerund, or if you use a
Mm-hmm.
verb with to plus infinitive. So this one was resist,
Mm.
and you were talking about a bakery with fresh bread, and you were
Yes.
walking past, and you said, I can't resist going into the bakery. So the verb pattern is resist, or to not be able to resist doing
Yes.
something.
Absolutely. Oh, fresh bread. Now you've got me
Oh,
thinking.
you should go and bake, Jordan, this morning. Get in that kitchen.
Yes. A nice one that we often hear, and this is great when you're describing somebody falling asleep, especially while doing something, for example, what while watching TV or while scrolling through social media, I drift off or I drifted off. It means to kind of fall asleep, but not necessarily instantaneously. It's quite a little bit of a slow process. You kind of get heavy eyed and then you go into a little bit of a light sleep. And something usually wakes you up through noise or uh, your head coming back up, something like that. But yeah, drift off, I thought was a great, a great thing to describe that as.
Cool. Okay, the last one for me is something quite interesting, um, grammatically. So we were talking
Hmm.
about our predictions for the World Cup, weren't we?
Yes.
And teams and things. Now, most course books would tell you that making predictions we use the modal verb will. So
Mm,
France will win or Brazil will win, which is fine, isn't it? And it's true, and probably at lower levels of learning English, you would always use will. However,
yes.
when we were making our predictions, neither of us used will at all. We didn't use will at all. So we said France to win, or for
Mm,
me Brazil, or let's say France, or Morocco could win, or it would be amazing to see Japan win it. So
Yeah.
these are all predictions, but in a in a different way, using language in a different way, not always will. So I thought that was
I,
interesting to point out.
I think also as well we're because we because we know the uncertainty of the World Cup, we're not. I suppose we're not so naive to turn around and say 100% this team will win.
That's true.
We're very cautious in our predictions, and that reflects in the language that we use. So I think that's one of the reasons why we both of us we neither of us we didn't want to say will, because to us, if we say will, that means 100%, and I cannot guarantee that France will win the World Cup.
Yeah,
So
true, true.
I think that has the bearing on our language, which is great for learners to see, because, as you said, textbooks will not teach that, quite explicitly.
Hmm.
They will most likely use will just for everything. So, yeah,
Hmm.
a great natural conversation to show that will is not always used in making predictions. Yeah, great spot. I had no idea that we even looked at that. So well done for that one. That was
Oh, cool.
brilliant. Yeah.
Nice.
The last one from me, I got, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with one that probably I haven't done. Nice phrasal verb to finish off with, and that is I'm not going to get carried away. Or in terms, maybe you used it, the media gets carried away, something like that. Um, Meaning, like, sometimes if we use it in get carried away, it means that someone gets too excited and too confident. If we use it in the negative, it's the opposite, is that someone is not confident or not overly excited. So we could say, in terms of, yes, England won the first game, but I'm not getting carried away, right? I'm not going to say that they will win the World Cup. So yeah,
Nice.
carried away is a good one. Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Shall I recap as usual? So we had culinary, beautiful adjective, a heat wave. I'm a dab hand in the kitchen, which is probably my personal favorite from today, because anyone can use that. If you're a good
Yeah.
cook, rather than saying I'm a good cook, why not say I'm a dab hand in the kitchen? Perfect. Really natural, beautiful English. To chuck, like as you said, chucking your neighbour's cat over the fence. I can't get on with it. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like it. Be in full swing. Resist doing something. I drifted off. I fell asleep. We talked about making predictions and different phrases, not always using that predictive certainty of modal verb will, and to get carried away.
Mm, nice.
I can hear.
I,
Yeah.
I must add quickly that
Mm.
uh, chucking the cat is just an example. No animals have been harmed. No cats have been chucked or anything like that. It was just a joke. And yes, do not worry. The cats are fine. My cat is perfectly fine. It's all good.
Absolutely. And regular listeners to the podcast will know that you are the Filipino Dr. Doolittle, aren't you?
Yeah.
You would never harm an
No,
animal. We're
I
animal lovers on this podcast, right?
I have a plethora of animals here. Yes.
You do, you do. Um,
Fantastic.
episode 47 in the bag there, Jordan. Fantastic.
Absolutely. We are done. Um, and if you guys, the listeners, want to get in contact with us, of course, please email us at englishtotakeawaypod@gmail.com with any information, stories, questions that you may have. We'll be happy to receive them and feature them on the podcast, of course. Fantastic. Thanks very
Cool.
much. And have a great week, mate. And I'm looking forward to getting ever so closer to the half century.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, enjoy the World Cup this week, Jordan. Take care of yourself.
Indeed.
See you soon, mate.
See you
All right,
later.
bye, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.